Welcome to the Heart of the Empire campaign. Okay. So, last session, you guys had wound up at Calypso's Emporium in Orteya. Went to go look at some exotic animals. You went around the bazaar, looked at a few that were kind of, how we say, sus. Their collars, their virium collars, were a different power source than normal virium. So you investigated a little bit, and midway through, they kind of went haywire, and a few of them attacked some people, causing ultimate chaos, and a few dead bodies. And then after that, you fought a few of those animals, and you met Josephine Argoth, who said that she had also been investigating the strange colored virium, and she called it corrupted virium, which you have a sample of, and she has some as well. Yeah.
Who's in possession of that? Okay.
Yeah. Lance is. Yeah, and she said her family are miners in Lugrath, which is where all the mining in the Empire happens at, and she had ran into corrupted virium before in the mines. Her family had been affected by it, so she said she was going back there to investigate. And in the midst of everything, at the bazaar, you all found a full-on silver dragon, wormling, that you, using Julia's contacts, got a hold of someone who would keep it safe for the time being, because you can't walk around a city with a silver dragon wormling. So you smuggled it out into the city at night, out of the city, shipped it off, and that's where we pick up. You are outside the city gates, it's midnight, so you all, some of you were missing some health. You can probably go find an inn or something to go stay at for the night.
Oh yeah, I guess we can stay with Josephina.
Yeah, Josephine had dipped. As you guys had left, she also left. So.
Break in to her apartment.
She did not give you keys, unfortunately.
I know. There's a reason I said break in.
So
I have a lot of big fingers.
We'll add that.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to go back into Orteya and sort of investigate what kind of night markets.
Night markets? Okay.
Night markets.
Sure, okay.
It's just that same food market you went to, but at night.
Okay. You guys can go back into the city. Julia starts heading back inside. Do you two want to follow?
I'll probably just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll just follow.
Okay. Walking around the city at night, it isn't super active. You have been in cities much more heavy on nightlife. Orteya seems pretty quiet. There's a few people walking about. Make perception checks for me.
The rose dice make a return.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Roll number 1 of the session, baby. That one.
6.
Oh, these are really good rolls.
It's an 8 with my perception.
21.
Okay, well, Buck definitely is keeping the party afloat here with the perception check.
He's a little nervous.
Okay,
with the nightlife, so he's watching out.
He's on edge. He's more vigilant than usual. So, with a 21, you look around. You do see a few street urchins running around, presumably because they don't have a place to stay, so they're kind of just out and about. Quite a few night guards, and you see there are guards wearing Imperial armor, and then there are guards, loose term guard, It looks like a muscle man with like a club attached, wearing the uniform of the people you'd seen in the Emporium. So the Calypso Corporation.
Oh, okay.
uniform.
I would assume those are like hired goons,
Yeah,
shall
yeah,
we say?
Yeah, it's definitely hired. It's like
Thugs.
it's like Gotham goon type vibe.
That's funny.
So they're also walking around.
Can we just all three of us become the Joker? Just variations
I think that's the natural
to
progression.
take communism down.
The Joker, baby.
Exactly.
It's capitalism.
All of the above.
Ooh,
No anarchy.
even
I want
worse.
pure anarchy.
Mm. Okay.
I want a Marxist state.
So you guys, Buck notices all of this. You two are more of just like, you're tired as shit. It's been a very long day. What is Lance thinking? What's kind of running through his head?
Oh. I think
You found some weird virium.
Lance is very curious. What's with all the dragons all of a sudden? What's with all the dragons? Like why did they attack that silver dragon? Now we have a golden dragon egg apparently.
As far as you know, you do. Yeah. So you got the egg.
Yeah,
So-
he said it was a golden dragon. of
Something's in my
course.
tummy.
Yeah, you're pregnant
I mean,
currently.
To be fair, I say a lot of things.
I
Whether or not
know.
that's true or not is
True. I just remember I rolled a nat 20 on stuff. I just
Yeah.
don't remember what it was for, but yeah. So
So there's a dragon egg question mark
yeah,
in Buck, incubating currently.
It's a chicken egg that he painted.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well, it's the largest chicken egg you've ever seen in
Yeah.
your entire life.
It
It-
really hurt the chicken.
Yeah, Lance was just very curious about really just what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, why are dragons involved? Now there's corrupted
Virium. Yeah.
that who knows what happens, and I don't want to let it get close to Buck.
Yeah.
But what does it do in
Oh.
a gun? It blows up in my
Yeah.
head, obviously.
How can I use so more curious than alarmed?
Mhm.
Would you say? Okay.
Mhm.
What about Julia? How's Julia feeling?
Kind of like suspicious of all of the other people that may be involved in this, and like the corporatization of virium.
Okay. Yeah. Make a history check. Another one?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's 2 in a row.
That is
Dumb.
2 in a row.
L.
That is the fattest
L.
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 It's a 3 total.
Okay.
They
You
Virium.
you vaguely are trying to piece together like because out of the three of you, you're the one who knows the most about the families and the corporations that run the city-states and the empire. So you're kind of just trying to like think about who would be involved in all this kind of thing. What about Buck? Buck's obviously skeptical, suspicious, concerned, but
he's very out of his element,
okay.
given his background. But he's mostly focusing on just what Lance wants to do,
Okay.
like kind of to Buck's detriment.
Yeah.
Cause like Buck is a fancy chap, so he doesn't really like all this like
But
rough stuff.
putting Lance before him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's still a little cautious around Julia since she's new, but like he likes to cut over jib.
Okay. Alright.
Nice.
Okay. Got a nice head on the shoulders,
Nice
Julia.
jib.
You got Moxie.
I like your jib.
You got moxie, kid. Okay. Alright, so you guys are walking around after a few minutes of just kind of pacing, checking out what you guys are going to check out. On the main road that you're walking on, you do see pretty early on towards the gates, there's an inn. Not anything fancy, it's a wood and brass building that literally just is painted on the words inn, so not anything fancy in Orteya. But Julia, make a perception check for me. and try not to roll in that one.
Ooh.
There you go.
26.
Okay.
Thank God.
It almost landed on it.
26. Turning the corner of the inn building, because you guys were kind of stopped outside, you see a small figure with a hood pulled up over their head. Look back to you guys and then dart into the alleyway. This kind of ping 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 pings your that doesn't seem normal vibe.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to follow them as stealthily as I possibly
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Are you just ghosts running away from us?
I'm booking it, dude. 9.
A 9. Okay.
One day I'll roll well.
So you go to walk to the side where they dipped out, and there's a stack of wooden boxes, and you try to like peer out from the side of them. You look in the alleyway and you see it gets from the street lights kind of easy to see, but then eventually it fades into shadow and you can't really see anything past it. But as you're like leaning over to not be seen, you bump into one of the boxes that it rattles.
Oh shit.
And then you just silence. So you guys see Julia like try and fail to peek out into an alleyway, into the alleyway.
I'll kind of whisper, like in a harsh whisper, and be like, "Miss Monteverdi, what are you doing? The inn is right there."
There was a guy.
What?
There was a guy who took me to that alleyway and tried to.
I mean, there's fellas all around going in and out of alleyways. What was so special about this one?
Because I wouldn't care if it was just any normal guy.
So you knew the person.
No, but I want to get to know what he's up to.
You seem like you get scared very easily, like you jumpy a little bit.
Don't confuse. I'm not scared. I'm annoyed.
Paranoid?
Not paranoid, just regular annoyed.
Maybe we should just go in the inn for the night. It's already like, 1.
Okay.
Well, worst comes to worst, we wake up with a knife in our
Let's
throat.
go in the inn.
Okay, you guys walk into this inn. It is past midnight. Do you all look like travelers, or do you look like you're just wearing normal Joe Schmo clothes?
I'm like nicely dressed.
Okay.
Or like,
I look like a traveler because I got a duster,
Cowboy.
a literal cowboy hat. I got boots with spurs. I've been pulling my horse along with me through the city because I have Ash.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of look like an old west like bartender, like a saloon guy.
Okay, you guys walk in the inn. Door opens up. There was piano music.
That's copyrighted.
And then there was like laughter and noises, and then as soon as you guys walk in, cue Old West movie trope of you guys walk in, the strangers, and everything
Record scratch.
goes
somehow.
quiet. And quite a few heads turn to look at you guys as you walk in. After a few seconds. People start talking again. The noise, it's pretty lively of an inn. Make insight checks if you want.
Nat 20.
14.
Again? Are you serious? You should
Hey,
put
you
those
should
dice
just
away.
maybe you should
They've
just
been a different one every time.
maybe you should
Oh.
just roll in the box and not use your tower.
Steph is cursed. Yeah,
I
roll.
tell you, the tower's cursed.
The tower's cursed.
It's gone now. All the bad luck is gone.
Oh.
I'll roll well.
I can't wait.
Oh,
I can't
manifest it. Okay.
Get it, Queen?
So you... Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat 20? Okay. You get the sense that it's probably this lively because of how close it is to the city gates.
Mhm.
So a lot of travelers and foot traffic comes through here.
They were staring at us.
And there's probably around 20 people in here right now. But as you guys walk in, there's like a bump from behind you. actually Buck, because I'm assuming you'd probably be in the rear.
Yes.
Because you're the biggest one. There's a tap on like the metal.
On me?
Yeah.
Like, oh.
On your back.
Then this, like, hulking fucking guy will
Yeah.
turn around to see what's up.
You look. There's nobody in your direct line of sight. You look down, and about 2 feet off the ground, you see a small little gnome man, balding head, like kind of like a comb over. There's like 4 hairs you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Full
Dressed.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah, dressed in like commoner's rags.
Hey, get the fuck out of my way.
I'll crouch down, not to be intimidating, but just to genuinely attempt to, like, get on this guy's level, like, kind of squat
Okay.
and be like, can I help you, sir?
You can help me by getting the fuck out of my way.
Well, frankly, there's no need to be so crass, but I suppose I'll get out of your way.
You step to the side. The gnome like like waddles through, and you can see he's like white knuckle gripping something in his hands, and he walks up to the bar, hops up on a bar stool, slams his hand down, and it's like 2 silver coins are in his hands.
Give me a fucking, the strongest shit you got it.
And the barkeep, who turns around, their back was towards you guys, is a hulking furbolg. Turns around, kind of like reddish auburn hair, tied back into like a high bun, and they have like an apron on. You can see like there's like dirt stains on it. They were cleaning out like a glass, kind of like a saloon owner type beat, so
Yeah.
like wiping with a rag out of this glass like mug. So they turn around. I don't know how you operate on your side of town, but here, in my inn, you say please. And the gnome looks. This is the epitome of small dick energy, like angry about his wife leaving him.
Big truck
Yeah.
with the truck nuts
Yeah,
on it.
huge truck,
That's awesome.
gargantuan truck, and he looks pissed. So then you also get the impression that he doesn't really care about somebody being bigger than him,
Mhm.
as the way that he interacted with Buck as well. So he like tries to stand up a little bit taller on his little bar stool, puts his foot on the actual bar,
Oh.
and as that happens, because he's like leaning in to like say something to this furbolg, the furbolg shoots their arm out, grabs their ankle of the gnome, whips it to where he falls back, and then just pushes him backwards from his foot onto the ground. This gnome crashes to the ground, bar stools go everywhere. People don't react to this.
Can I go pick him up and take him outside and just set him outside the
Yeah,
door?
so you grab him by the scruff, because he literally weighs like 30 pounds soaking wet, maybe. You grab him by the scruff, and you can just set him out and close the door behind you.
Mm-hmm.
The patrons who are in this
Set a
tavern
chair under
really
the door
seem
handle.
like this is very normal
Mhm.
behavior, at least for the barkeep. But as that happens, they kind of wipe their hands, wipe the spot where the gnome's foot was on the bar, and looks to the 3 of you as you guys walk in. I'm terribly sorry you had to witness that. Can I get y'all something to drink? A room, perhaps.
Can I get 3 shots of your top shelf?
Oh. Well, Miss Monteverde, that's very kind of you, but I'm afraid I don't drink very much.
Can I get 3 shots of the top shelf?
I got a feeling that it's just for her.
The top shelf. Right, that's gonna be a gold and a silver piece then.
I'll put down 2 gold.
Much obliged. They turn back around, and the top shelf is the literal top shelf behind, because there's just an array of alcohol bottles behind the bar. So they turn around, and like their wingspan at this point is like 9 feet. So they reach up to the top shelf, and they take down what looks to be a very, very expensive wax sealed bottle, and they uncork it, pour 3 shots into small little glass shot glasses, and set all 3 of them in front of you. For the 2 of you, anything?
I'm personally okay. Can I ask, has that gnome been in here before and acted like that, or is this the first time and that's how you treat some people? A lot of people didn't seem to react when he was so disrespectful.
Well, I can't say I've seen the man before, but there's a certain level of manners you expect in a place like this, an establishment of mine, so he wasn't exactly following my rule of manners. We had to set that straight then. But you three all seem like you have perfect manners, of course. I expect there to be no trouble from you.
Oh yes, of course.
Good.
In fact, we were looking to use your inn as a place to stay for the night, if you would have us.
Of course, we have plenty of rooms.
Well, thank you so much.
Let's see. You're sharing one, or getting three separate?
Are we wanting to be cheap?
I suppose that's up to you, Miss Monteverdi.
I'm in the room for myself.
Alright.
Yes, Lance and I.
We'll share. Us two.
Then it's gonna be a gold piece for the room.
Of course. I'll put one down. I'm down to 9.
I'll toss him one.
Because I
And I'll slide one of the shots I got.
Do we
to
still have the
the
horse?
verbal.
Okay.
Still have the horse, right?
Yeah.
Can't say I'm a drinker, but I appreciate the sentiment.
I'll slide one of the lands.
Where would I keep my horse? I got daycare.
Did you?
Can it level up?
Did you leave Ash outside in the in the front?
Yeah, I'd probably find a place that at least try to tie Ash up for now.
Spitty.
I'm not accepting Spitty.
In the front, there is a wooden, like, it looks like a U shape
Mm-hmm.
fence almost. So it's just like 2 fence posts and then going vertically and then one going horizontally. So it makes kind of like a U bar that was put into the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tie the reins of Lance up to that.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any other, like,
Tie me up to that.
okay.
Well,
Alright.
You said my name instead of Ash. That's why I said that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
You can
ooh.
tie Ash up to
Yes.
that.
Okay. We'll do that and pray no one steals my horse, or else they will have hellfire rain upon them.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh. It never works out. Oh, okay. 16.
Animal handling intelligence. Make it. So
Oh, okay.
what
So
would that be for
that's going to be a. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. You haven't seen one live horse the entire time you've been in this state.
Oh, I know.
So, Ash is a strange sight for some, but because it's nighttime, you can't expect that a ton of people will be walking by and be curious about
Yeah.
it, so. Are you
Yeah.
messaging? Okay. I have no idea what that is, but sure.
Okay.
Can I
I can-
assassinate?
Right.
Yeah. It's. I can expend one of my wild shapes.
Oh, that's right, because you are a druid. Okay. I forgot what class
Spoiler.
you guys
Yeah.
were for a second. Okay.
Jacob.
Yeah, sure. Are you doing that from the privacy of your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. The shot you give me, as long as you're there, I do not drink it. You'll just sit in front of me as we talk and hang out.
So you've taken all 3 of the shots?
I'm looking at Lance still with the second one after I just took the first one.
Not breaking eye contact.
I'm gonna drink it. I just don't feel like one right now. I'll drink it before bed. You know, knock me on my ass a little bit so I get a good night's sleep.
Did you drink the last one?
No,
Oh,
I
Lance
have
has
it. And I'm just
Oh,
not drinking. I'm just
okay.
not drinking from it yet.
Okay. Staring at each other,
I'm just.
having a
Hey. What's your name?
Val.
Val. It's nice to meet you, Val.
And yours?
Julia.
Julia.
How much for the rest of the bottle?
The whole thing? Well, I do like you a little bit, so I'll cut you a deal.
Fine. I'm doing math like that, sorry.
Say 25 gold.
Bro.
This is the smoothest shit you drank in a long time.
Oh, I bet.
It when you drank it, it isn't like,
What kind of alcohol is this? What are we talking
yeah, so it's not like whiskey.
Okay.
It was clear. Yeah,
Vodka.
it was clear.
It's always
But it was super smooth. So it's not like it's tequila or anything.
as
Make a
Real me is trying to figure out what the fuck this could
make
be.
a nature check for me.
as she's talking, I'm gonna try to sleight of hand the glass to the person next to me and trade an empty glass with the full one and just see if it goes
You can
unnoticed.
just pour it in me. Well, it's not gonna do
Not the
it.
not the dragon.
Warforged can eat and drink. It just doesn't.
Doesn't do anything.
You don't need to.
I'm gonna try to sleight of hand it away. This is when I roll the one. No,
Nine.
you roll back.
A 9. This when you looked at the bottle, there was no label.
Just clear
It
bottle.
was
Moonshine.
It was a clear, sealed bottle. And as you look up at the top shelf, there's a few other bottles that look like that as well.
Alright. 24 and I'll give you a smooch.
Sorry, what was that last part?
25 and I'll give you a smooch.
A smooch.
A smooch.
But it was 25 originally.
Okay, make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No!
I have to ruin
He's
everything.
gay. Okay, not bad. 19. Wait, persuasion?
Yeah.
Sorry, 15.
Now, I don't usually entertain my patrons in that sort of way. I'll give it to you for 25 in the promise that if you come back, you can get a free drink.
I like that deal. Oh, 25.
They stick out their gargantuan hand, and it
It
hurts just a
covers
little
my
bit.
entire
Yeah.
hand. Alright.
So you get a bottle that is now broken sealed, but if you whiff it, take a little smell. It smells like berries. It's fruity
Okay.
almost, but not like sickeningly sweet kind of scent.
Could be a rum.
It's straight perfume.
Yeah. You've been drinking Dawn Dish Soap, actually. Okay.
I'm gonna ask him for a glass. Can you just give me a glass?
A glass. Just like a wine glass, or
Just a regular whiskey glass.
okay. They hand you like a small
Okay.
glass.
I'll just pour some in and then I'll cast shape water to make some ice cubes.
Nice.
Swirl it around a little bit. Grab it by 3 fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a bit of refinery that Julie has going on for her that you two notice. Do you guys want to retire to bed? Seemingly that you two are not drinking.
I'm just kind of awkwardly sitting on a bar stool.
Okay.
You're cracking every minute.
I'm just gonna consistently keep looking over at Lance while I'm like swirling this around and taking sips.
I did try to sleight of hand my glass away, and I rolled an 8. So I might spill it. I might just like, oh.
Okay.
Would I see you do this?
You're next to me, so I was doing it while you were talking,
Make a-
but like,
What's your passive perception?
oh, yeah, you're good.
What is that? It's 8
It's-
plus
8 plus your wisdom. 8 plus your perception.
15.
Oh, then yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
so you would see Lance attempt to do this.
Probably spill it on
The
the
person next to
table.
Lance was asleep though, so they did not notice that you did that.
Did you spill it?
It slipped out my hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to waste your gold.
I'll pull out
Silver.
a handkerchief and like kind of like dab it up.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna retire to bed if Bucky would like to go up to our room.
Yes, of course.
I'm going to my room.
Okay.
Good night. See you tomorrow, Julia.
Why is Lance acting so sus?
Because Lance just poorly tried to switch out this drink and wasted Julia's money, and Julia's really giving him... Lance wants to come off that he does drink. So he's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't drink.
Okay. Okay.
In an open bar, and he's supposed to be a cowboy, and he's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm off the shit. I
Okay.
can't do it.
He said I'll drink it before bed. What the hell?
Yeah, that's good night.
Okay.
When Lance gets buzzed,
glass
he
of
falls asleep.
brandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Coke bottle.
Brandy bottles are really, or brandy glasses are really interesting because they're like literally this big. Like there's like no room. Okay. It was from Clue. That's why I know. So. Okay. So you guys go off to your little bed. The room is well organized, well kept. Y'all head to bed. Any final conversation or anything you two might have before bed? Or you guys just go to bed?
I want to look at the egg. I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see how the eggs come along in just a day.
With my little heat lamp in my
Yeah.
body compartment.
I want to open your chest and be like, "But can I get inside real quick?"
Yes, of course.
Open that chest. I want to see how the egg is doing in there with its incubation setup,
It's
and if there's
gone.
any adjustments I need to make.
Make a animal handling check.
Ooh, same roll as last time. 2.
A 2.
But if it's not
It
based off of
looks like a
intelligence.
big ol' egg.
Hell yeah.
Can I check on it since it's in me?
Make an animal handling check.
13.
It's warm to the touch, and it looks like a big ol' egg.
I'm glad we got that extra bit
Because
of
it
information.
has been a day.
We need
So.
we need to take a couple more steps before it hatches. We got to ride our
Oh.
bike down the road.
Dude, epic reference. But yeah, I'll
Buck, how are you feeling about all this? Kind of traveling for a bit. We haven't gotten into too much trouble, but this is first day in town.
I'm waiting for the Buck trans arc.
frankly, I hate it. But
Understandable.
I obviously am more than happy to follow you wherever we go.
That kind of sounded like a sigh in there. Is there more you want to talk about?
Or no, no.
Okay.
I believe me. I'll like put my hand on your shoulder. Believe me. I'm genuinely happy to travel with you. This is not what I'm used to, so you'll have to be a bit patient with me.
Of course. We haven't had to deal with dragons and corrupted ores and all this shit of people going crazy, so that makes sense.
Yes.
But I mean, maybe we'll get out of this soon. Maybe it'll be nothing bad.
Well, that would be quite nice.
And then we can go back to traveling around till we find a place to settle down.
I would like that.
Good night, Buck.
And I'll go like crisscross applesauce in the corner and go into my like dormant state.
Okay. Gears turn, air shoots out from you in different different areas, like decompressing almost.
I definitely have musk underneath my pillow as I sleep.
And if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm still like conscious. I'm perceiving what's going on around me. I'm
I'm
just
not
like my
tot-
body is resting. Is what I read.
Wiki. I'm not totally sure if it works like elvish meditation or not. Yeah. Okay, so you're in an inactive, motionless state. You appear inert, but it doesn't render you unconscious, and you can see and hear as normal. Okay. So yeah.
You just can't move.
Yeah. I'd have to like reactivate it.
Yeah. Okay.
Heck yeah.
So you guys head to bed. You get a full night's rest, long rest. Get your health back. Get your things back. Hit dice, whatever. You wake up the next morning. The birds are chirping. The sun shines through your windows. Pretty peaceful, all in all. And you get up. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go check on Ash. Be sure no one's
That's what my
yoinked.
first thought was.
Yoinked her in the middle of the night. If I lose that horse, I will make your campaign a living hell, Kate.
I mean, just kidding. Okay, so you all go down at the same time. You walk down the, so you exit your rooms, which are on the second story. You exit your rooms at the same time. So you guys run into each other in the hallway.
Good morning.
You'll see Julia just like look at you with disdain in her eyes, and like it's not a personal affront to you. She's not
She needs her
Yes.
coffee.
She's
She
not
needs her
one.
coffee.
She's cranky until she gets her full
Oh,
verse.
Okay.
mommy needs her coffee first before I can deal with you.
I'll give you a genuinely hearty good morning, Miss Monteverdi. And I'll just kind of like turn and go away.
Oh, well,
What day is it?
Yeah, what day is it?
what day is it?
It's the next day.
It's too early.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Check my watch.
walk down the stairs,
Okay.
head to the front.
Go check on
All right.
my horse.
So you guys walk down the stairs. Make perception checks for me.
Oh.
Oh, not good.
Oh. 16.
4.
Okay, you
25.
Okay.
Jeez, hello.
Buck, you are still trying to come out of your inert state a little bit, so you're kind of, flexing, getting your gears oiled back up.
Yes.
The two of you, since Julia and then Lance, you guys notice pretty early as you're walking down the stairs, there is no noise coming from the bottom floor, the first floor. Not like a hustle and bustle that you would expect in an inn. So as you walk down the steps, you look, and in the same common area that you walked in at, there are no patrons. You don't see Val, and instead, you see about 6 people, all wearing the same type of uniform, kind of standing around in different locations.
Is it the Calypso or Imperial uniform? Or neither?
It's not the Imperial. And you see, sitting at the bar, just drinking out of a mug, a very, very large human man, bald head, closely trimmed red beard. And he's wearing what looks to be the Calypso Corporation uniform. But this looks like if a WWE wrestler is wearing a suit. Like, it barely fits him.
Oh.
It is much too tight. Because his build is like a bodybuilder's build.
I'm only thinking of Ginger Dwayne The Rock Johnson now.
Yeah,
That's all
it's
I can think.
essentially what he looks like.
Is he bigger than me?
How tall are you?
I'm like, I'd like to be close to like 7 feet tall.
He's not that tall, but he's probably buffer than you, like
Ooh.
in all.
Would I recognize this person?
Make a history check.
I'll say I'm 6'9",
Okay.
and that's not to be funny.
Nice.
That's real.
I told you. I stopped using the dice tower.
Another one?
Yeah.
Steph,
It
take your dice tower off.
I told you this that one shot. we
literally
did.
a different die each time.
It's the tower. Just roll with your hand. Okay.
That's better.
Okay,
Doesn't
three,
matter.
What was the
two,
original?
one.
3.
3? You don't recognize this person.
Okay.
As you guys walk down, he kind of does like a slow, drinks the last of his mug and does a slow turn to the 3 of you.
Was he? Is this the kind of turn as if he would be
We're in trouble.
expecting us?
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, I've been expecting you.
He says,
Oh, good. You're finally awake.
I've been expecting you folk.
I knew it.
Right, you're the 3 that is, I suppose I should save the talking, not for me, it's not really my specialty, but you all were at the the Emporium the other day, weren't you not?
Yes.
When all that hubbub happened, right?
A a lot of individuals were, yes, that's how I got the horse out there.
Oh, the horse, right, yeah. But you were all there when everything sort of started getting a little crazy, right?
Yeah,
were
a lot
there
of
as well.
when a
You
lot
were
of
fighting,
people went screaming.
You were fighting things, no?
Yes, the animals were going mad and coming right at us.
Attacking us, yes.
Well, it seems that my boss is a little interested in what happened, and the three of you stayed there the longest. So you might have a little bit of information that he doesn't have. So, if you'd be so kind,
Excuse me,
me and my friends here are going to take you in and have a little chat.
No thanks.
Oh,
I mean,
you see, I'm not exactly asking.
I'm
Also,
not exactly saying yes.
I'll put my hand up and be like, excuse me, sir, I don't mean to be so bold, but you're talking to us like we're some sort of criminals, but we were patrons of this event, and we were just attending and defending ourselves, so...
Well, you see, there were a little bit of issues going on. That's not usually how the Emporium operates, so
well,
if anyone were gonna tell us why things went wrong, it'd be the three of you, methinks.
I mean, why can't we just tell you that now and go on our ways? It's a real simple conclusion.
Because my boss wants to hear it first hand.
Well,
It's a coincidence.
we don't do deals with individuals I don't even know the name of, first off. So if your boss is wanting to have a conversation with us three, maybe you should give us your boss's name, and your boss should have come met with us and not some muscle of his.
Oh, like, if Warforged could sweat, Buck would be sweating right now.
I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, this does not shine well on paying customers of the Emporium.
Listen, what's your name?
They call me Lance.
Right. Lanes. I'm not the one who does the talking. It's not my job. My job is to listen what my boss tells me to do, and to do it. And he said, find the three. Well, he said find the four, but it seems one of y'all already left Orteya. But he says to find three of you, bring them in. That's what I'm gonna do. We can do it the easy way, or, as he says this, he leans down and taking from his belt, he takes out what looks to be an enlarged meat cleaver.
Yeah.
It's like a big, like 1 foot wide blade,
Jeez.
and probably like 8 inches, or 1 foot long and 8 inches wide, and you can
Gotcha.
see there's crusted blood on it. Or we can do it the hard way.
I'll whisper to you and be like, "Hey, just be easiest to do what this person wants of us."
While they're talking about it, let me see how this works.
There are windows in our rooms, right?
Yeah.
Are you booking it?
I'm thinking maybe. I don't-
In
I
your
don't like-
rooms. This is the first floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're still like on the stairs, or like, but the stairs are behind us, right? I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So.
Does Misty Step only work on you, or could I grab these two?
Just,
Technically, it's
I think it's
yourself.
just on you.
Okay.
Depending on if DM's being nice, you maybe could pull a small
No, this
creature
ain't
being. Yeah, you're not taking Buck with you. These
Oh.
almost 7-footer, taller than you.
Yeah, because the range is self,
Yeah.
so if it was like Dimension Door, that's when you can get multiple people. But
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna look at you, Julian, and be like, what's your opinion on all this? Should we go with them? I mean, you seem to know a little bit about some of the organization here, more than me, definitely. I know a little bit.
I want to ask, do I recognize this man from a little bit of my background? Like maybe I've heard stories of this guy?
Make a history check.
That is going to be a 23.
Yeah, so you might have. The meat cleaver is kind of an interesting
Signature.
choice of weapon. So you know that this is kind of a higher up in the Calypso family.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Known as Harry the Butcher.
I was gonna call him Meat McGee.
Fucking Meat McGee. No, he's
Harry the Butcher.
Harry the Butcher is what. Hello.
I'm angry.
Is what you remember him as. And you have heard stories. Kind of a psychopath.
Oh, well, Harry, I've heard tall tales about you. You really got a name for yourself out here.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah.
You do good work. I've heard a lot. I know your boss has wanted to meet us, but is there not a place to just set up and meet instead of being, taking us, throwing us somewhere into a random building we don't know? Can we not just set up an appointment? With your Calypso tie-ins, it should be easy for you to keep track of us if we were to try to run away.
Again, what's the problem with you coming to my boss's office? Why you want to say?
Why does your boss need to see us?
I did just say exactly what I just said about why he wants to meet you. He wants
And
to
it's
talk
all
about what happened.
coincidence. We don't know why.
I'll say, listen, we have done nothing wrong, so I think that we might as well just get this over with. I'm sure I'll kind of look at him and be like, this very nice man, I'm sure we'll deal with this quite
As you
quickly.
say that, he's using a pinky nail to pick out something from his teeth.
Licking the blood off the...
Yeah.
It's just more of the fact of we're going somewhere we don't know where we're going, and that.
I'm not gonna blindfold you and take you in the back of a car. No, we're gonna walk a little bit in the city. We're gonna go to my boss's office. Everybody knows where it's at. You're making this so much harder
Yeah.
than it needs to be, I think.
True.
The
The meat cleaver was
I-
just spooked.
we would love.
I wonder if I could. Never
What?
mind. I should
Okay.
do that.
Julia, I think we should just take the risk and we go. I'm thinking.
You see, Julia looks like a little, more hesitant than just normal to
Mhm.
go with this dude, to go meet the boss of the Calypso family.
I mean, if you want to run, we can run, but
Are you whispering that?
I'm gonna try to, yeah.
I'll whisper. This month will be just fine if things go awry, and I'll slap my metallic bicep.
You guys are all you've all been whispering to each other, and you see Harry lean in really intensely. Can I help you?
I'll walk
I don't know.
up.
You got coffee on you? It's early.
It's fucking 9 in the morning. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's early. I have my own schedule. I don't follow you.
we've been here since 6 o'clock.
It's not my
We've
fault.
been waiting
Oh
for
my
y'all to wake the fuck up.
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
all doing your shit. So
Well,
I
it
didn't
was
ask you to be here at 6.
it was very kind of you to wait for us, and I'll walk over to him and be like, well, I say we just get this all over with, so we can all go on about our days.
as the Warforged walks up to Harry, you see 3 of the other people in here take out pistols, and they're not pointing it, but they're out now because a 7-foot Warforged just walked up to their boss, and then the 2 other ones just take out clubs. It looks like. Harry doesn't move.
I'm not trying to be threatening or anything. I'm just me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. So you're all gonna come with us then? Not a big deal.
Might as well, sure.
glad we're doing this the easy way. I hate the hard. I mean, I don't hate the hard way. It's kind of fun, really. But I don't know. This one might not have much blood, and there might be, whatever. So, all right, let's go. He walks out the front doors. You didn't see Val in any of this. It was just them. He walks out the doors of the inn, and 2 go in front of him, and 3 go behind you guys. So kind of like putting you in the middle. And they just start walking out into the streets.
Do I get to grab my horse?
Ash is out there, so you can...
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ash and pull her along.
Okay.
I was really hoping I could get some veggies for her, but damn.
Oh,
So you walk, and you guys are traveling in the center of the city to one of the largest buildings that looms over the rest of them. Tightly packed buildings. I mean, this is like industrial, like pop-up apartment type beats. So just everything looks the exact same until you get to a large building squeezed in between 2 other smaller buildings, and emblazoned in brass metal to the top of the building, it's just C and C, but they're kind of like connected
yeah.
and like hooked onto each other. Right, where are ya? See, it wasn't that really that difficult. It wasn't that far. I don't know why we needed a little bit of a meeting place, but whatever. We're up on the lift. We're gonna head up to the top. Points to the top floor. It's about a 10-story building. So he walks in the main lobby. There are a lot of people walking around. Papers, people with just random items. You see, as you guys walked in, there was like a back entrance, and you saw carts with like cages going to and from, and you get this smell of like animal shit, like smells like a chicken coop.
Okay.
But then you walk in the building, and it kind of loses the smell, but not really. And you head towards. So the way that this is structured, it's like a cement floor. People walking about because there are like offices around, but in the center, there is a large like metal lift, like an elevator. But it's like it's like an older elevator, so it's just you walk in and it's like there's no like walls or anything to it. It's just you just see gears and ropes and like levers and stuff, and it's like a pulley system. So you guys walk in the lift. There are 10 of you. There are 9 of you,
Including a horse.
including a horse. So 10 total.
Heck yeah.
Stepping onto this lift, which like bellows at the weight of all of you guys. Harry kind of like, you taking the horse up too, or we'll take good care of him. Just trying to keep him down here.
No, I'll take the horse with me.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
You probably wouldn't take good care of him.
No. They would have sold it.
Yeah. He pulls a large lever, and with a jolt, you guys start slowly ascending up the lift. You pass through the floors. You see lots of office areas. You see some closed off structures where just like the 4th, 5th, 6th floor maybe just be like long hallways of like rooms. Just general like business enterprise type stuff. And you get to the 10th floor, and the lift stops, and the 3 walls, the back walls, are now covered like a normal elevator by something. But then there's one giant hallway, wood floors, like mahogany floors, looks really, really nice, and there are 2 great big brass double doors at the end of this hallway. So Harry steps off. Right, you all wanna, and a few of the goons had just dropped themselves off on different floors, so now there's only Harry and you guys. So he walks forward up to the double doors. We're coming in, boss. He opens the door. It is a lavishly decorated office. Big, almost the size of a normal floor, but there are just papers and statues and paintings and boxes and chests and just like whatever random shit you would see in a really expensive mob boss office. You see it
Yes.
in here. there's like mounted weapons and stuff on the walls. You guys walk in, and sitting at a desk, you see a dwarf man, looks to be in his like maybe 50s. He has brown hair, that's cut kind of closely, a big beard, and he's talking in what looks to be a candlestick telephone. So it's like the 1900s mouthpiece and receiver ones. So he's talking into it, and he says, and you see there's a green virium crystal infused in the stand of the telephone. And he says, now I didn't order faulty galas, alright? I wanted to get normal galas. This shit doesn't happen in the corporation. Calypso shit, we don't run like this, alright? And you know that. You do know that. Just saying stuff about like faulty collars, ruining the reputation of the Calypso Corporation, yada yada yada. And then you see his face get pretty red. And he's like spinning in his chair, not really paying attention to you guys. If you don't fix this shit, then the boys and I are gonna take a trip up to Lugrath, and we're gonna fix it ourselves. Hangs up the call. Clears his throat. Our guests, welcome.
Yes, hello.
Please, take a seat. And there are like a few chairs in front of his desk. You guys can sit at if you want.
Still got the horse. I guess I'll sit down with a horse
Okay.
next to me.
Buckle just kind of...
Breaks.
Buck is about as tall as the ceiling of this room. That's what I'm deciding.
I like your horse. That's interesting, right? What model of Warforged are you?
Oh,
You seem a little different than the usual ones they got running around.
out of character. What would I...
It was what you decided on. So if you were gonna be
I was like...
Bodyguard.
if you're gonna be the bodyguard model or the butler model, and then just a modified version of both.
I was... bodyguard modified to be a butler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say. Well, sir, I was part of the personal bodyguard line, but my family owners decided to make adjustments to me to make me more suited to a fancier style of living.
Interesting. Do I know you from somewhere? Looks to Julia.
No, I don't think so.
Make a deception check for me.
Ex-lovers.
Of course. 1.
9.
No. See, I swear I've seen you before somewhere. Let me think.
I don't think
Let me
so.
think. That's it. You're Rico's daughter, aren't you? The hell you doing here in Orteya? The Monteverdes are in Polarino, ain't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm just here to look around, see what's going on.
I mean, y'all haven't been in my neck of the woods in, well, you know. Your father's awful busy. Surprised
he
he
is.
let you out.
Yeah, he's just taking care of business at home, you know, and I'm up here, just as a scout to look around, you know.
Look around Orteya.
Yeah, just to see what's going on, see what kind of goods we can look at,
Well, we have our,
help you out, you know.
we got our bi-monthly meeting. We do all that shit together anyway. Wonder why you're here.
Just taking a look around the countryside, you know.
Sure.
Can I make a history check on that Monteverde name
Yeah.
now? I don't think I did that. I think I did that for Calypso
With
before.
advantage. For reasons, not just because I feel like giving.
No, it's just because you feel like it. We're bullying.
No.
Ooh, not good. A 2 and a 4, so 9. Going off of advantage. Can I have advantage again?
No.
Just because Steph's flipping me off.
The Monteverde name is incredibly familiar to you.
Okay, I'll have to think on it. Where'd you say it was the Monteverdes were from?
Polarino.
Polarino, got it. I'll find out your secret soon.
Well, it's surprising then, but you know, I suppose you can take whatever trips you want. Ain't my job to decide what you're gonna do with him.
Are we able to just talk about why you brought us here?
Right.
Yeah, look, I'm not
Yes.
the one who had faulty equipment, okay?
You're right. But we aren't the ones who got that equipment assuming it was faulty.
Hey, that's not our business.
Yeah, your business is what? What the hell you all do these days? Huh?
Why are you acting so aggressive, huh?
Because you got, as far as we know, a rival member of the family coming into my office.
Hey, we're not rivals. We're friends, okay? We're pals.
That's not what your father told me.
Well, he's old.
Excuse me. Could we, talk about what we came here to talk about?
Right.
I don't mean to
You all
interrupt.
were in the Emporium.
Yes.
Yes.
You saw what happened to the collars.
Yeah, I got half mauled by one of the critters in the collars.
Same my problem.
Yeah, I was able to apprehend them, but
We want to know why they went all crazy haywire.
Yeah, it's kind of what we want to figure out, too.
Sounds like you already know it's because of the collars. That's why you were yelling at that person on the phone. That's all it is.
But why the collars messed up is a real question.
I don't know what you got running the collars.
Well, what y'all... You fought some, the haywire creatures, right?
yes, but
How are they acting? What do they look like?
Well, they look like normal critters, and then they went red in the eyes with bloodlust, and then broke out of the collars and leaped at me.
You might want to give better living arrangements. I'm sure that'd help and solve that problem a little bit easier.
I don't come into your house and tell you how to run your family.
No, you pulled
Run
us
your
into
job.
your
I was
house.
gonna say I don't come and pull you off the street for an interview.
We woke up today, and your goon over there with the cleaver.
Harry, let's be respectful about names
I don't give
here.
two shits about Barry the stupid.
Meet
Barry the
McGee.
meet,
It's not McGee.
Butcher boy
Listen,
over there.
Listen. Harold does what I tell him to do.
I was.
Harold.
I
And
That's not what he
you
told
You
us.
see Harry go,
Harold, what's his last name? Harold
Harold
Schmerald?
Barrel?
Let's get him.
We're gonna high five in character.
Yeah, we go, hey.
I'm very uncomfortable. Buck is
Anyway, I asked your friend Harry over there that if you wanted to just talk, to just set up a meeting for us instead of pulling us basically right when we wake up in the morning. Granted, it was 9 o'clock. I will give that. Thank you for waiting for us.
Make a history check for me.
Just Steph.
Yeah.
We are about to get shot. This history check is what his criminal record is.
16.
You haven't, probably haven't been in a meeting, like a border meeting with Calypso yourself, but you know that your father always has to travel to Orteya for that meeting.
Okay.
Cole doesn't really leave. Now, listen. I got a business to run, alright? And I gotta make sure everything's going all peachy clean fine.
Of course.
And things ain't going peachy clean fine. You gotta tell me what happened. Anything weird you found, anything weird you saw, so we could try to piece this together.
I mean, we've told you all we know.
The collars. They said the collars was the problem. Why
Yeah,
were the collars the
The
problem?
collars were the
They
problem. I don't know.
They
why,
failed.
Why were the animals jumping out at us? It was because of the collars. We don't know. I'm not a technician on the collars.
Yeah, excuse me. We were just patrons. I'm a bit confused as to what you want from us. We've told you all that we know. We were just attending this. We got attacked, and we handled the situation like any able-bodied people would.
And I will point out, we kept those attacking animals alive, so we saved you money. We didn't take away your money from you.
Well, the rest of the patrons didn't stay and fight. We'll put it that way.
Of course. We are just equipped for it, and I guess each of us have our own experience. We travel around a lot, so of course every so often we're going to get into some rough and tumbles.
I'm quite strong. I don't mean to boast or anything, but
You guys need to roll deception checks.
Okay, I actually have at least proficiency in it.
13.
16.
Deception,
Yeah.
25.
What did
I haven't been rolling my Julia
We were
dice.
just talking about the scenario because we're not talking about the virium yet exactly.
what, that we like took some?
No, that's the root cause of it all.
Oh.
It sounds like you kind of already might have an inkling, so I'm kind of whatever on it.
Now, it all seems a little bit of a strange coincidence that the three of you are all in the same place at the same time, and you're at this Emporium, and you just happen to stay around and fight these crazy animals when they all go bazonkas. So I'm just trying to get to the root of this cause. You say it's the collars. We grabbed the collars. There was nothing left on the collars. There was no virium. So where'd the virium go?
I mean, there was some time when we left after we took care of what would be your problem of those going insane animals. So there could be. I actually, you know what? I found this on a corpse, and I'll hand him that letter I saw that I pulled from the guard that was talking about the dragon.
Okay.
And I'll be like, I found this, so maybe someone, whoever had this letter, came in and stole the virium. I don't know if he was working for you. I'm guessing not, because he was wearing your garb. So maybe you have yourself either a traitor or another one of these organizations coming in here and stealing from you. But I can promise you and swear on my life, I know it wasn't Miss Monteverdi because she was with us when we went through this situation. So it's not the Monteverdi family.
Calypso is going to ponder the letter. He's going to pick up the telecommunicator, the telephone, tap the virium crystal, send her in, puts that down. A few moments pass, and walking in is a aging woman, elf, gray hairs interspread with like blonde hair.
So she's like super old.
Yeah.
An old elf is
Yeah.
like hundreds of years old.
Yeah. And a full-blooded elf. She's wearing robes of the Calypso Corporation, but on the sleeves of the robes, there's like an embroidered like gold circle, kind of, on the cuffs. Julia and Lance, make history checks for me.
That is a 13 for me.
You, Julia, recognize this kind of person as, they call them seekers. So you would have had a seeker with your family. And they are essentially, their job is to get the truth out of someone. So they walk out, this woman walks out, nods to Cole, and casts Zone of Truth on the three of you. So you guys need to make charisma saving throws.
Okay. Oh!
4.
15.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you pass. The two of you fail,
Fug.
so you can't tell a deliberate lie while you're in this.
You can try to avoid the question.
Does that include half-truths?
depends on how you're. It just depends on
Like
how you're
leaving
gonna
out
want it to
certain
be.
parts of it.
Yeah, if they ask what happened, you say it was the collars. That's the truth. It was the collars. If they get more specific, then you have a problem. If they specifically ask, was it the varium? You have to avoid it entirely, or you can try to think of a smart half truth about it. But that's a real yes or no question.
Yeah.
So.
You guys also make perception checks for me.
Ooh.
15.
Yeah, it's a 15 for me.
5.
15.
15. You two notice when the elf woman walks in and like spreads her hands out to cast this, you see her mouth is stitched together.
Oh,
Stitched,
like shut.
Stitched closed. Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that a normal seeker thing?
So Cole looks back to you guys.
It's Cole.
Yeah, Cole Calypso.
Mr. Calypso.
Yeah.
Miss
It's C-O-L
Doctor. He earned that.
Excuse me.
C-O-L Calypso. C-A-L-Y. C-A-L? Yes. C-A-L-Y-P-S-O.
That's what he is. A PS. A piece of shit. Hey. Go. That was poggers.
Okay. Cole turns to the three of you. Right. Did you see the virium from the collars? The missing virium.
When they attacked us, yes.
Yes. When we were attending it, we naturally saw them on the collars.
And what did they look like?
Were they at the beginning corrupted? Because I thought at first it was green and then it
No.
changed.
It was
They
orange.
were green at first.
Yeah.
It was green at first.
They were green at first,
And
and,
then
then
it
they changed.
Okay. Well,
It was green.
like all virium.
There wasn't anything else wrong with them?
It was green.
I believe Buck told me that the collars looked uncomfortable and they didn't seem to like them.
The animals were agitated.
Yes.
Check about that.
They were
They
in small cages.
As I said, it might have just been
They
the
seem-
surrounding area.
they seem to be too tight. Yes.
And when you fought them, did you see who took the virium off of them?
No. As I said, that note I gave you, I think there was another corporation that came in and yoinked it.
Just so you know, Zone of Truth, you know whether each creature succeeded or failed. So she does know that you succeeded on yours.
So
But she can't talk.
does it make me have to answer?
No.
No.
You don't have to,
I just
but it
can't
looks
lie.
Yeah.
suspicious if Austin is the only one that answers.
Well, if I do it consistently, it definitely
In
looks
that
sus.
she knows. At the very
So,
least, she knows.
What was the question he asked again? It was
when
did
you guys
this-
were fighting them?
Did we see who
did they
took
s-
it?
Did, yeah, Did you see who took the virium?
I didn't see who took it when we were fighting the creatures. I don't know.
I was too busy getting mauled.
Yes. When we were dealing with the creatures, we did not see who took them.
In between the bites and scratches and claw marks,
The misfires.
it was kind of a lot going on.
Make deception checks because you guys are reiterating the same statements over and over again.
Why, we're answering his question.
I know, but it seems
No, that's-
incredibly sus when you're following things up with when we were fighting them.
9.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
See,
Double
it's
checking.
rounded out, baby.
16.
Okay.
So we got 2 green ones.
Cole runs a hand through his hair. Ah. We just gotta figure out what happens to the virium on the collars. Did anybody else come in? Did you see somebody else take them?
When
When you were done fighting them?
we were done fighting them. Say the question one more time. I just had a stroke in my brain. I'm dying.
Did you see anybody else come in to take them with the virium after you were done?
I don't know about people coming in with the purpose of taking them, but a lot of people, the guards started coming in as we were leaving.
Because there's a reason that they're gone. There's probably a reason they're gone.
I'm sure, yeah. I agree with you. It's
That's why
weird.
we think it's the virium that was the culprit.
After the fighting, I ran right over to the tent because I saw a trail of blood. and I heard some weird noises coming from a tent.
So you don't know what happened with the virium then?
Oh.
You fool.
You walked yourself into it, mate.
This is why we talk until we get screwed. This is why I talk.
Are you pausing this much in character?
We'll say it's like a good 2 seconds. Hold up.
Okay.
I don't know where the virium is. Right now.
What?
Do I know where Josephina went?
No, we have
But
it.
Lance has virium.
Do you?
I
Yeah.
have one of them on me. But the question is, would you know? Because Josephine and I
would
worked
know that
on
you
it.
had it.
I was gonna say Josephine and I worked on it. I don't know if I openly went my mind, so I guess
Well,
it depends.
You all three were in her apartment
I
when,
took-
when she was
yeah.
like, "Give me the virium."
I originally took it. I gave it to you. You guys did stuff or whatever.
So between the two of them, would I know who has it right now?
You know at least one person who has it.
You know Josephine has it, but the question is, does you wording it going, I don't know where it is right now, count as telling the truth?
can
You just
say,
didn't give
like-
a name.
You can take that back. You
You can
can.
say,
You don't have
like,
to say you don't know where it's at right now.
I don't
because
exactly
you do know
where it
at
is.
least where some of it
This
is.
uses too much brain power for me right now.
It's whether or not you're gonna sell out Josephine to keep your
Yeah.
LIGO.
It's been so long.
There could have been someone who came in after the fight and took the virium. That's possible.
That is a statement.
Silence goes over the crowd.
It's not inherently a lie.
You're just
It's
making
just,
it.
it's just a vague statement.
Yeah, which I mean, it's the truth. Someone did come in. You're just avoiding the name.
Okay.
We're gonna get
A
shanked.
creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
And that is.
Somebody else could have came in and
She
took-
came in.
Someone
and
could have
took
come
it.
in after the fighting and taken it.
Someone could have.
We're using our brain
I didn't
power
say
here.
I don't know. I said it's possible.
Okay.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're fighting.
Okay.
I'm trying to game the system so hard.
If we get good at this, we can take down capitalism. This
We can
is our
be
training.
manipulators.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
Cole just seems pretty exasperated by the answers.
Okay.
The elf woman does not seem exasperated by any means. In fact, she's staring incredibly intense at the three of you. Cole, fucking fly my way up to Lugrath now.
Do you have to take yourself up there?
No. I won't be going myself, but I'm gonna send myself a convoy up there or something. We gotta fucking figure out. They're the ones that supplies us the virium for our galas.
Why aren't
so
you going?
I don't travel.
He's got business to run. But
Very busy.
if you're going to send a convoy, why not send us?
The three of you.
I mean, we've dealt with those animals. We got first-hand look. Maybe some memories might spark if we all of a sudden start dealing with more of whatever might have caused it. You know.
Sure, why not? You all handed yourselves against the haywire animals anyway, so you probably can handle yourself in Lugrath.
Yes. Thank you.
The convoy will be headed to directly speak to the head of the mining operations in Lugrath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you a message real quick.
Okay.
Who's going on the convoy? You just want to be us. We come back. You give us a sending stone or something. Call you up. Say, hey.
Now I'm not exactly the quick person to trust another person,
I get it.
so we're gonna send a few more of my people with you. You wanna take Ari?
No. Harold Barreled over there.
You mean Meaty McGee?
Harold-barreled Schmeat
Fine.
boy.
Do you got a list to pick from? I might wanna, you know,
How about Val?
a job interview. Val working for you? The bar owner?
Walk
Are we
over at the
staying
inn,
Val?
bartender.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right.
You're useless.
Beheaded instantly.
I got friends in high places.
It depends. It's just gonna be depending on how you word it, or like in what context you're
Uh-oh.
using it.
Uh-oh.
Just casually,
If bursting out.
like as I would, like.
Then no, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Would I recognize that?
Probably.
Okay. I'll send that to you then.
Right. Fine. Send a few of my boys with you. You can take my ship if you want. It's in the docks.
You want physical proof? You got a way to take photos or something to record what we see?
I got it handled. Don't worry.
All right.
Just find out what the hell's going on.
That's it.
Just find out. And listen. He leans in, and
Well, I can't. You can't.
and as he leans in,
I'm sure.
the room suddenly darkens a little bit as you see tendrils of energy coming off the elf woman. Crackling power. He leans in, and if you will try to slight me, or you do some fuck shit with my ship, or you run away and don't bring me the information I'm looking for, I'll kill you. And he leans in purposely in the range of zone of truth. I'll butcher you in your sleep.
Can I make an insight check to see if he passed the save or not?
He purposely failed it.
Go!
Got it?
That won't be a problem.
Good.
I just want to be honest here. I truly hate crime families. I just mean that in general, not yours. It's such a messy work.
Now
I don't know
you-
how you do it.
You say crime, I say
Hobbies?
Hey, it's business,
Wait.
alright?
business.
Waste
Oh,
management.
I forgot you were also here.
He works in waste
Well,
management.
you risk.
How do you
going? Are we leaving after this?
If you'll let us go.
Yeah.
So when is the convoy leaving?
Whenever you want. You want a day? You want to go now? I don't really care. I'd rather get this shit figured out earlier rather than
Give me a
later.
couple hours to prepare.
I was gonna say, give us a day, if you will.
All right.
Give us a day. Give us a nap to rest up.
Now, just a word of advice. Irina, the woman who runs the shit in Lubrath, she's kind of a bitch, so careful.
Oh, we'll be fine.
What you got against women who run groups, huh? Run families.
I didn't say I don't like women running groups. I love women,
Oh.
but
Why don't you let me? Why don't you let me?
I barely know you.
Can I roll for daddy issues? Is this what this is turning out to be?
But
What?
Irina,
Roll
she
for daddy.
she runs a tight ship, so
Yeah, she.
if you do something wrong, you're probably gonna get shivved. So careful. Right. Good luck. Bye. Cole just waves you guys out.
Alright.
Take your horse with you. Stink it out my office.
As soon as we leave the room, is everybody else gonna leave with us, or is it just gonna be us three that go into the lift?
Just
Okay.
three.
Okay.
Grab Ash.
As soon as we get into the lift and like the door's shut,
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the two of them. Like,
I think that went pretty well.
we need to get the fuck out of Dodge as soon as we can.
Okay, but he literally entered the zone of truth to
Oh,
tell us he would kill us.
Don't worry, I know. I'm saying we gotta do everything we can not to piss this guy off.
Okay,
So
so
Calypso runs.
this is why.
It's gonna be bad.
Can I roll some check to see if we're being listened to, see if there's some sort of magic, or if they actually are listening devices? I don't know what type of technology.
You get the impression. I mean, this is a closed lift. You get the impression there's probably not anybody listening
Okay,
in.
I don't want to be FBI in a telephone booth.
No.
I'll go, oh, that's why I offered our services instead of him sending a group up there with Drew Blank. Josephine is, and I have her sending Stone to give her a heads up. She might be able to help us light if we go up there and let's say we run into something that's possessed by this corrupted virium, and the group that's with us sadly dies, and we're the only survivors, might look suspicious, but if we bring back enough quote-unquote proof, that might be an in and our services might be done with, instead of them jumping Josephine and finding out the exact truth. I don't want to give them a thing that makes a weapon with this corrupted virium.
Understandable. I get that. But we can't cross this guy for why he just said in there, but also we can't give him anything that'll help. Calypso family, bad news.
And that's why we're gonna try our damnedest not to give him anything. Instead, we're not gonna cross him. We're just going to lead him down a different path.
Skim a little off the top.
Not even that. I don't care about the gold. I'm okay. No,
that's fine. I do.
I know you do. You spent a lot on that bottle last night.
Don't talk to me about my alcohol.
Ick.
What have you gotten us into?
I haven't gotten us into anything. I just wanted to buy a horse, and next thing you know, we're jumped by tigers. We have a dragon in your goddamn arms. And then we got a goddamn corporation / crime family up our ass. I'm trying to get us out of this currently, Buck.
Well, it just seems like after every turn we just get a little bit deeper. So I'm a bit distressed, and you'll have to forgive me.
No, I get it, Buck. You also have to realize we have been traveling on the road together for about a year now, and it's been going pretty peaceful. At some point, your luck has to start running out a little bit before it picks up again.
Alright, so what's the story with you two?
I found Buck. We traveled together since he was working. What do you mean? We traveled around city to city, living, the high life for what I think is.
Can I see if he's lying if he found Buck?
Yeah.
I'll make you happen. What would that be? Insight? Perception?
Yeah, insight.
Okay. 12.
I rolled a nat 20 on deception.
Nice!
I'm gonna blow out my microphone.
With a moan. Just
No, it's the.
oh, I hope
Sorry.
so. I want
It's okay.
everyone to hear it. How solid they are.
As I said,
You can't really get a. In fact, Lance seems.
Soji.
No, it's
Such a
not.
good
It's not
guy.
that he appears genuine. It's the opposite. You can't read him at all.
as I said, I was traveling, going on my adventures, found Buck about, from now, probably about a year, almost a year and a month. He was in pretty working order, but he was left all alone. I'm sure you heard the slip up, he had talked about a family. I don't know too much about it, but we've been traveling since.
I used to work for a very upper class family, where I served as their butler for many years.
So now,
But due to personal issues with them, I decided to leave.
and now Buck's my bodyguard, my butler, and my friend.
My life changed for the better when I met Lance.
I found a puppy on the street.
As much as
This is what it comes out to be.
Buck just sits in your lap.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm legs cracking underneath me.
Can you wear me as a suit?
We'll make an upgrade where we can power armor together.
I
like
really-
you're like Iron Man.
You're
You
going
have-
to be the full-on Jake suit. From
That's what I was.
Yeah.
You have no idea how badly I want a sick arm cannon.
We're
by
gonna
the
do
way.
it. I need materials and money first
Okay.
off to pull something like that
Anyway.
off.
Are you saying that out loud? Like,
No.
You go, I can't wait to get an axe into my hand.
That's Rose that wants that. Buck would be.
I can
whatever.
I mean, if we're asking questions here, what's your story while we're still somehow on this elevator? God damn,
This is a long trip.
It's a slow.
It's a very slow.
It's a slow
The
lift.
horse is really fucking with
Yeah.
this.
I mean, what's your story? I mean, correlated to Rico of the not the Polino family, of
The
Monteverdi over in Polino. What's going on with that?
I suspected you.
I don't
had
know
some sort of-
Polino. I don't know what that is.
I'll roll an insight check. Why not?
Uh,
Although I'm pretty sure that's a blatant lie
Well,
from what he said.
Polino isn't a place. Polarino.
I
is a place.
oh, I misspelled it. I thought you said Polino.
Yeah.
It's on the map.
It's
I can't
it's
read
the-
it.
I know. I gotta try. It's the smallest one, in the middle.
Of course.
Polarino.
Heard you were from Polarino.
That's where I'm from. Yeah.
And what's your correlation to the family? Apparently you're
I'm with the family.
Rico. Who's Rico to you?
I'm part of the family.
What did he say? Rico's her brother? Is that what he said?
You didn't. He said daughter.
Daughter. That's okay. I thought so, but I thought I heard it wrong. Okay. But I'm guessing from what everything Calypso said, your father's pretty high in the Monteverdi family. Probably the leader himself.
It's pretty high up.
So, what brings you here then? Since apparently these meetings I was talking about, you're not here for.
I'm investigating. I'm just out looking around. Old lazy bitch up there never leaves his stupid ivory tower. All the meetings are always here. He never has to go take care of his business on his own. Sending out his goons. Never gets his boots on the ground, you know? I like to be out there doing field work. Experiencing the world. Seeing what my opponents are up to. Or the family's opponents.
Were you sent here by your family, or was this
No.
on your own volition?
I'm just here. Exploring, looking around, seeing what the Calypsos are up to. I thought they were shady for a while. And now, well, you look at the virium and how that went, and clearly they're doing something. So
True. Alright.
I just want answers.
Alright. I believe you.
I'm gonna prove them once and for all that they're a real sack of shit and don't know what they're doing.
Alright.
We gotta corner the market somehow.
Okay. The lift stops finally after a very long ride. The first floor. You guys can exit the building, Calypso Corporation headquarters, and you are out in the streets of Orteya again. You've said you got a few hours. You wanted a few hours until you had to go to the docks to find the ship to take you to Lugrath. So, you got a little bit of time.
Can I make a perception check to see if we're being followed?
Sure.
God, please, I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm begging, I'm pleading. Nat 20.
Damn! Is the last fiber optic cable? No, it's okay.
I ate it all. Go get him, bro!
Fetch.
Yeah.
Nat 20 on perception.
You aren't being followed.
Alright, I'm going to kind of just duck into an alley in Sending Stone. Josephine.
Okay.
Alright, 25 words. How do I make this? Coming to Lugrath. Calypsos will be with us. Trying to find a way to leave out Varium. Please help us. Baby. No, I no baby, no baby.
Smooch.
I was thinking kisses. No, I'm gonna go help us, pal.
Oh, she was pal zone. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have enough words for big mommy.
No, woman.
Woman.
Okay.
Female.
A few moments pass and you get a response. What the fuck did you get yourselves into?
Cucks.
Assholes! No, I shouldn't say that. Meet me at university in Lugrath. Come alone. Lose the gods.
Okay. We can at least... I'll tell everyone what exactly she says, and I'll go, worst comes to worst, we might be able to at least get one of us to lose the gods actively, while the rest distract them and lead them around for that meeting with her.
because she did say she studies at the university, and she had mentioned that she probably knows someone who knows about
Yeah.
the virium, or at least can like figure something out about it.
Yeah. So, worst comes to worst, we can aim to just choose one person to kind of try to go off. Well, what do we want to do for our few remaining hours before we become honorary Calypso members for a mission?
Well,
I know. I feel dirty too saying it. I don't like the families either.
I'm used to serving rude people, so I see we might as well just get this over with.
Of course.
And I can't imagine the provisions on this ship will be very good for you all, so I'll try and go to the market and sneak you all some halfway decent food.
Treats. Make us cookies.
I got good berries.
That's all the systems I need.
Okay, so Buck is going to the market
Mm-hmm.
to get some snacks for the road.
I hope they're the Scooby fruit snacks. I really do.
I'll
Okay.
give you all the blue ones.
I like the blue ones.
Yeah, you
I know,
guys
that's what
can
I'm
go find,
So,
go to the markets, get some stuff
Mm-hmm.
before you head to the docks, and we'll break here.
Oh, I get to pee.
Okay.
Can I go hunt down materials so I can actually start looking into upgrading parts of Buck's body?
yes.
So
Make a history check.
history, more like
Herstory.
yeah.
Memstory.
That because of saying herstory, I got a 16.
Nat 20.
No, 17.
It was a 10.
You would know that Orteya would not have that information. This is not the place to find that kind of stuff.
Not like materials, really, to even make it work.
But materials for it, or,
Yeah.
or blueprints, because
No, I'm gonna be freeballing it when it comes to shit like that to a degree. It's materials that I was looking for. So like a lighter finger, make an extendo, thieves tool.
Go
the
gadget.
cannon we will not be able to do till we get to a city that's definitely way more modernized. That's
Yes.
set in technology. But I'm saying little things like a finger trick where the thumb's the lighter,
I mean,
index is a thieves tool.
you can find a lighter, and you can find a screwdriver, and you can find like parts.
Yeah, and then I want to find parts like that, and then I'll adjust them and build them in myself.
Okay.
They're just tiny
I
projects.
will say, if you try to build anything bigger than like Inspector Gadget type tools, you're gonna need to find blueprints or schematics or something for it.
Okay, so
Freeballing to a certain extent you can do because of your background, but if it's something that you haven't tried to do before, I'm gonna say you need to find a schematic for it.
God,
Or someone to do it for
Or
us.
yeah,
I-
or something that like is relate. Like if you find a cannon, you can reverse engineer it, break it down, and realize how it was built, and then put that on Buck.
yeah.
But you have to. You can't just freeball.
No,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
A gun.
I
or
can't wait to
something,
give you
so-
a helicopter hat.
I want a virium energy cannon. Oh my god. so get on it.
It's gonna be the corrupted one we have. You will go and save and massacre an entire
You
city.
die.
Build
You-
an arc.
Okay. Just roll a d20.
Oh,
One you die.
7.
Okay. It takes you.
That's all we're doing before we leave. So
Yeah, it takes you the better half of 2 hours
I'm fine with that. I got nothing else
to
on
pick up some parts,
How much?
scrap. Let's say 5 gold total.
Okay.
Buck went to the market to get some food and some stuff. Julia, what are you doing?
Of course.
look around to see if there's any like magic item shops, or like anywhere that would have these kinds of things. Like that message is unrelated. Like finding somewhere that would have like magic items or whatever it may be, or like magic weapons or magic tools or whatever that is, just to see how that's being handled.
Okay.
And also to find small critters.
Okay. Finding small critters is going to be pretty easy.
Okay.
Because this is Orteya. So make an animal, make a nature check.
Okay.
Again?
Yeah.
That's like the 5th one today.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is the 4th or the 5th.
It's like the 5th. Hit stuff with the L. R.I.P.
Okay. Well.
It's a 6.
Well, okay. You walk around the streets looking for magic things. You get the impression that this is not a magic-heavy city. In fact, it seems kind of behind the cities that you've been in. Especially compared to Polarino, which is incredibly magically advanced. But you do look for some small critters, and there are some like wayward crows and things that you try to get close to them, but they immediately go away from you. Seem kind of freaked out. But there's one as you're walking near the sidewalk, the sewer gates, if you will. There is a putrid smelling, small critter that is so hairy and so gross looking you cannot tell what type of creature this is. But it's about the size of like a fat hamster.
Rat. Rat. Rat.
Do you do you pick it up?
I'm gonna cast. So this is by the ocean, isn't it? Or like by body of water? Is it? Is it not?
The Molina Bay is. I mean, you're not at the dock side yet, so.
Okay. Would there be any sort of water around?
I mean, there's like wells and troughs and stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cast shape water and water over here and like wash this critter.
Okay. The dirt and the grime runs off of it,
Okay.
and you're left with what looks like a black and gray speckled rat.
Rat.
It is a rat.
Rat.
It looks, and it's not like the cute rats that I've sent that like I really like,
Oh.
where you just like lift it up and you scratch the little tummy.
Yeah.
It looks like it's rabid.
Like
it's
feral
It is a
rat.
feral rat.
Oh.
But as you wash it, it kind of just lets it happen. It kind of just like sits there. In
Is it
fact,
just a dead rat?
it sits back on its hind legs as you just like put the water on it. Yeah, it looks up at you. You see, the whiskers on one side are singed, and on the other side are like cut off.
Oh.
So he looks a little the worse for wear.
No. I want to see how long. This lasts.
Are you looking up something?
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
What are you two doing? You guys, are you running the parts? You were at the market. Okay.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I want to talk to this rat, and I want to try to like talk to the crow that flew away earlier. Or is it just long gone?
The crow is gone. Yo.
I want to talk to other critters if I find any.
Okay. What's the intelligence level that this creature has to have?
This thing has a 0. It should not be alive.
It probably, yeah. I probably can't talk to it.
It's a 3.
Okay.
For basic stuff, it's like usually a 3.
Okay. This
Okay.
probably does not.
You cast Speak with Animals.
Hello, rat.
2.
Its tongue like laps out of its mouth, and it's like panting like a dog. Like,
Oh.
Can I like?
Please
I'm.
put this thing down.
Oh my god.
Can I? If I pick you up, will you bite me? Nod. Shake your head yes, and don't move for no. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shake your head yes, and don't move for no. Don't.
It's just looking at you with beady little eyes.
Don't move for yes, and shake your head for no. I'm gonna try to pet the rat.
Okay,
Just pet his little head.
you drag your like pointer finger, and you scratch his head, and he's just
Take it with you.
he's just staring at you and panting.
I'm gonna grab the rat.
Okay,
Oh.
you grab the
I'm
rat.
just full like.
He's not moving or anything. He's just kind of letting it happen.
Can I change my class to wizard so when I hit level 20 I can wish this rat to have a score of 3 at least? Dude, if you
Mega rat.
if you get the
This-
book that raises intelligence scores and place it in front of the rat for 48 hours, will it get the bonus?
I cannot stress enough how disgusting this rat looks.
It's clean.
Yeah,
He's clean but
even if
scraggly.
he's so scraggly. I mean, he looks like he's been
Scraggly.
dropped a few times.
No.
He
It's not
looks-
his fault.
He looks.
It's not his fault.
God. But he's letting you hold him.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking for.
What do you do with him?
I'm just holding.
Okay.
I'll put it on my shoulder.
Okay. He perches on
Jumps
your shoulder,
off.
Yeah.
and then he starts stiffing your neck a little bit.
Vampire rat?
I'm waiting for him to just bite the shit out of my neck.
He's just chilling.
I'm gonna go find somewhere that people might be gambling.
Okay. You are at hour 2 of hour 3.
That's fine.
Okay.
Go for a good half hour.
You see there's like an outdoor, like, park-ish area. And you know like the old people that play chess at the park?
Yeah.
It looks like that, but like gambling.
Okay.
So there are a few people at
Maybe a big old
tables,
poker
like playing,
table.
yeah, just like playing cards.
Okay. I'll walk up to like one of the least off-putting groups
Okay.
and sit down and say, "All right, boys, what are we playing? What's the buy-in?"
We're playing Orteya and Rumble. You know how to play? Dealer in.
Alright.
The dealer hands you 3 cards.
All right.
They all look at you.
Is that canon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to bluff my way through this game.
Okay. You get 2 of diamonds,
Okay.
6 of hearts, Queen of spades.
Fold.
Is there like a pot in the center of the table for like betting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put in a gold coin to like raise.
The person next to you puts in a silver coin.
Would they have to put in a gold coin for poker rules or for meeting bets?
You don't know.
Fuck.
This is Orteya and Rumble. You don't think you
I was gonna say, you just said you're bullshitting. This-
They look at you because it's your turn.
All right. What is on what is on the table? What is the state of the table?
There are
look
6
like?
people.
Okay.
They're all holding 3 cards.
Okay.
There's a pot in the middle,
Okay.
and that's it.
There's no like deck of cards, or like a trash pile of cards, or like.
Yeah, there's
Card.
there's a deck and then like a spot next to it.
Are there any cards in that spot?
No. This is a new game.
New game.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 of spades, 6 of hearts,
And a queen. Queen.
Queen of spades, Queen of
It was 2 of diamonds, I think.
2 of diamonds. Yes.
6 of yeah.
6 of hearts, Queen of spades. I'll put the 2 of diamonds down.
Okay.
in like the pile next to the deck.
Face up or face down?
Face down.
Okay. Next person goes. They look at their cards. They put a card down. Next person goes. Does the same thing. Face down in the pile. But you put yours down. The next person places theirs in front of them. And they kind of look at you kind of like weirdly because you put yours in the middle of the table, but they just put theirs down in front. The next person puts theirs in front of them. Next person puts them in front of them. It gets back to the dealer. All right, flip. They flip their cards over. Do you flip yours over?
Yeah.
Even though it's an awkward placement in the middle of the table?
Yeah. I'll reach out.
Okay,
Flip it.
flip it. There are, your 2.
Pure fist fight.
There's a 4.
Okay.
There's a jack,
Okay.
an 8, and an ace.
Okay.
Or not an ace, sorry. A 3.
Okay.
They all look at you, and they look at the person who put down the jack. Looks like you boys are out.
To everybody, to the person who put the jack down.
Yeah, to you and the person who put the jack.
Okay.
You 2 are out.
Okay.
The other 3 go again.
Okay.
They put theirs out. They say flip. There are a 4, a 5, and a 3.
And the 5 and the 3 are out.
They're out. Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 wins. And then he takes all the pot.
Okay. I want to play again.
Okay.
I get how this works now.
And yeah, okay. They deal out again.
Do you want to use these?
What are you 2 doing?
I mean, you gave me, said it took about 2.5 hours, so I just have a half hour left. If you're done.
Do you have any spare food for Ash at all? Just put something for
Yeah,
her.
I did have her in mind, and I picked up a few carrots
Good.
at the market.
I'm feeding Ash as we wait at the docks for Julia to show up.
Can I take a gold off for the groceries I got?
Yeah.
8 gold.
Somebody puts in 2 gold in the pot.
I'll put it in Eagles.
Okay. Flip. You get a 4, a 10, a 6, and a 2.
Okay.
You're still in. Next round
Do
goes.
we get dealt more cards, or
No.
is it?
It's just one you have left.
Uh-oh, the rest are kings. I don't know exactly. I haven't been paying attention to how the rules work, so you'll know your best.
Put yours down. Flip. And there's a 5. So you're out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how the rules work?
Yeah.
Orteya and Rumble. Do you play a few more hands?
Yeah, I'll play.
On your last hand, you managed to win the pot.
Okay.
So you get 5 gold.
Passive income, baby.
And you
Probably
head back,
spend 5 to make 5.
You head back to the where did you 2 meet up at?
Just chilling at the docks.
Okay, so you all arrive at the docks at the same time. As you get to the docks, you notice that they are not really docks.
Oh.
You can certainly see the Molina Bay. You can see the ocean from where you're at, but it isn't really like you don't see boats harbored in. What you see instead are landing pads and ships with large Zeppelin balloons attached to them. This is an airship dock. There are about 3 total airships right now anchored on the landing pads. The biggest of which is a black and gold one with the CC emblazoned on the side, the Calypso Corporation. There's a ramp going up to it. And you guys walk up, and stepping down onto the ramp, you can see a half-orc woman, about 5'10", wearing what looks to be like incredibly costumey pirate captain outfit.
Hell yeah.
Like there's even like the hat with like the skull and bones symbol on it and the feather coming out. It is
Nice.
very like Party City
Parrot?
type beat. There's no parrot.
Okay.
There is an eye patch.
Okay.
However.
Pegway.
And as she like leans over to look at you guys, you see her lift up the eye patch and like look, and there's a normal eye underneath it, but she's just like looking at you guys, flaps it back down. My friends, you are the people who are going with us then to Lugrath.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Just the three of you, or is there anyone else coming?
It's just the three of us.
just us.
Let's go ahead and go.
Is there a problem, Captain?
No, I was told that there would be many other people coming. Oh, look, there they are behind you.
Oh, excuse me.
Behind, you see about 5 total Calypso Corporation guards with the clubs, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
No Harry, no Harold, no Meat McGee.
That was the one I was worried about.
I wanted to bond with them.
So she walks up the ramp, steps off to the side, and kind of like makes like a come here motion. Please come join the ship. It is freshly outfitted with everything you might need for a few days' journey. Please come.
Well, thank you, Captain
Smirnov.
Smirnov. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance on my ship here. Please. Waves you aboard. You guys step on, and you can see, looking up at the Zeppelin, there is a gargantuan virium, like, it's probably like 2 feet by 2 feet. The biggest you guys have probably have seen, unless you've like, yeah, probably the biggest you guys have seen it up to this point. Infused with like metal and wiring at the top of the Zeppelin, like in the inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, it would be like the engine.
Mm-hmm.
And it glows so brightly that it kind of bathes the ship in like this green kind of light.
I'm old.
Yeah. You guys. Sorry. Cocoa melon cough. You guys walk up to the ship. It looks like the ship itself looks like a pirate ship, or like a normal naval, like Age of Exploration type ship. It's wooden. This one has quite a few gold inlay here and there. It looks like a very nice ship.
It has the big CC on it.
Yeah, and then there's like how it's usually sort of, there's like the captain's cabin, 2 stairs going up. There's like the I literally told myself to memorize the kinds of ship structures, whatever. There's like, there's the quarter deck, and there's like the main deck, big mast, and everything. So she walks to the middle of the main deck to like a wooden like lattice looking structure, but on the ground, like a grate, lifts it up, points down. The 3 of you will be staying down in the guest quarters. It's down there.
I don't want to get in the galley of the ship. Let me somewhere else.
There is nowhere else. That is where everyone else stay except me. I get to stay in the captain's cabin. That is what happens when you go to the captain's school
Seducer.
for flying.
I'm gonna cuddle in the captain's camp.
Can you what?
Stay for warmth.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, what do I do for?
My MILF wiles. Persuasion.
Yeah. Now that depends.
Uh-oh.
Just you going in the captain's cabin?
Oh, absolutely.
How old are you?
Like early 40s. Like prime.
Roll
milf.
for hotness for me real quick.
What die?
Percentile.
Yeah, fine, yeah, percentile wise.
I didn't know you were that
90%
old.
hot.
Or 0.
82% hot.
Okay.
Pretty-
Julia kinda,
Julia
pretty
kind of
damn
up
hot.
batty.
she kinda got it going, not gonna lie. Okay.
The song Stacy's Mom was written about me.
Captain Smirnoff looks at you.
I'm gonna roll for
We will, solve this issue later.
Sounds good
Winks
to
to
me.
you as she turns back to Lance and Buck.
What do I do about my horse? Can I even get down there?
The horse can stay in the storage. So there's like the back half has a captain's cabin with a deck on top of it. The front half has like another section with a deck on top of it. So you can
Okay.
assume the other half is probably where the storage area is.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Please make yourself at home. Don't take anything that is not yours. If you want food, go to the mess hall area. I'm sure Boris will get you whatever you need.
Would I be able to use your facilities for some of my own cooking?
What kind of cooking you're doing?
Oh, just my friend here. I know the way he likes certain things, and I like to cook for him.
How old is your friend here? Little child boy? Need people to make him food for him?
I have a lot of horrendous allergies that you would not want to deal with on this deck.
Well, it is not my job. You ask, talk to
And
Boris.
he's a big boy, but I just like to cook for him because it's just something nice to do.
I'm a big boy, alright. Yeah. Definitely not a man or anything. Well, you talk to me as if I'm a 5-year-old.
Oh, what
in
is it?
between.
What is a man but a big boy?
Well,
No.
Boris does not like many people in his way. So if you talk to him,
Oh.
perhaps you can work something out.
I'll have a word, thank you.
Well, we are going in about an hour, so please make yourself comfortable. When takeoff happens, grab something that is near you. Find something to hold on to, because have you all ever been on airship before?
Definitely.
What I have. Oh,
Yeah. I've been on one or two.
Probably not. I stayed at home most of my life, so no. That means you wouldn't have either.
You land dwellers, then, who have not been on airship, are not familiar with the way it operates. So, the takeoff will be a little bit, how you say, rough. So find something to hold on to.
Can I hold on to you?
Oh my god.
You are incredibly forward. You know that, right? I like it. She turns around, heads back into her captain's cabin, yells back to you guys as she walks. Remember, we leave an hour. Shuts the door behind her.
So, did we level up?